Well, everybody. Welcome to a impromptu edition of Hashtag Sports. So, first of all, let me adjust this little. It's fine. All right, what's going on, guys? Paul from Hashtag. Big news. Um, so it was announced. I caught it about an hour ago. Thanks to at WGRZ on Twitter. The Buffalo Bills at Highmark Stadium are now approved for 100% capacity. So that means a lot of things, right? That this is huge news, not only for the community, but for the team, for the future of the team, even. So huge news that Highmark Stadium is now approved to be at 100% capacity. There are some mild limitations, which compared to the things that I think we've all lived through in New York State for the last year and a half, these are okay, right? You're willing to accept these limitations. As reported by WGRZ, a very brief article they have posted on their website, it just simply says that unvaccinated folks need to have a mask, even though it's an outdoor facility. End of restrictions, right? That's the list. That's all it says. It doesn't state that unvaccinated people will be unable to go to the game. Doesn't say that at all. The only rule that WGRZ states is that they have to wear a mask. End of list. That's it. So let's talk about what this means to the community, what this means to the Buffalo Bills, because there are a lot of implications when you start talking about bringing people back together. Those are social limitations. Let's not worry about the social limitations. We're here to talk football. So let's talk some football. I really honestly couldn't be more excited that we are back in that respect, right? I think as an organization, as a football player, you want to play in front of your fans, right? Isn't that what you want? You want to play in front of your fans. Well, now you're going to have thousands of people screaming at you the entire game. This is going to be a nonstop noise fest. There is no way in the world that you're going to be able to control the volume here. It is going to be crazy, and it's going to be wonderful to see everybody back together, to see the city come around a winning football team. It just doesn't get any better than this. So for those rookies last year who really didn't get the opportunity to experience what life was going to be like, oh, you're going to get a lesson now. So that's it. Get your tables, get your Labatt Blue, get your bowling ball for your shots, get whatever your tailgate party is going to be, because it really looks like the gloves are off as far as that is concerned. Now, obviously, going to a Bills game, one of the major components of that is the tailgate experience. Well, if the stadium's at 100%, parking's outdoor, probably same restrictions, right? I think the expectation is going to remain that unvaccinated people remain masked. Sounds like the honor system there. But that's what it is. If you want to go see the Buffalo Bills play at Highmark Stadium this year, you're going to be able to. You're going to be able to get tickets. Well, I mean, if you're going to be able to find tickets, because the Bills season tickets have been sold out for a while. So exciting time to be a Bills fan, because not only do you have a winning football team, but you have a winning football team that everybody wants to see. This is great. Steven, this is the best news Deadspin has recorded in a long time. But there's a lot of implications here, right? So we're looking at, the ramp up. They were talking about a salary cap ceiling next year. And what that was going to do was give you money to spend on Josh Allen. You're going to have that ceiling now. You're going to be able to do it. There was, you got to pay Tremaine Edmonds. You're going to have the money now to do that kind of stuff. Salary cap, now that you're at 100% capacity, is going to start climbing, because this isn't the only place where stadiums will be at 100% capacity. If New York is doing it, then a lot of other states are ultimately going to follow similar regulations if they're not there already. So this means that NFL revenue is going to go up. That means player experience in Buffalo is going to increase. Imagine for a moment, right? People know that this is a hard stadium as a visitor to play in. But when you're on the right side of this is one of the best stadiums in the NFL. These fans give you everything they've got for every second of that football game, and it is wonderful. So to be able to say that, the Bills are back, Feels great. John Marlowe says, go Bills. Yeah, man, always go Bills. 100% capacity means a lot of different things. And again, I look at this means revenue is going to increase, which means you're going to have money to pay Josh Allen. You're going to have the money to pay Tremaine Edmonds. I think this is a lock now, right? New York has been sort of an anchor for a lot of things that have happened around the country. They've had more stricter regulations than a lot of other states for longer periods of time than a lot of other states. And when New York says, nope, let's go. It's time to go. Means it's time to go. That's it. John Vernon says Josh Allen is going to have to relearn how to audible with noise. And that is an excellent call. That was one thing from last year that was kind of an underplayed dynamic, John, was that crowd noise being basically absent in most stadiums benefited the defense, actually, because it's easier to pick up those calls, right? A lot of times you're watching film, they change these calls all the time. But the fact of the matter is that it benefits the defense because the defense gets a clean ear on what your offense is doing. And even though you're changing the calls, every player, every offense has tendencies. So you kind of bet on those tendencies. I think this will be great for Buffalo. What will it be like for this offense? I mean, it's going to be a wild ride, that's for sure. This stadium's going to be loud, very loud, louder than maybe we've ever heard it. That first home game is going to be crazy. Even the first preseason game could be crazy. And, get your Salins hot dogs to grill in the parking lot. Get your bowling balls to take shots out of. Grab your tables from your local retail store. Let's have a good time, like Bills Mafia knows how to have. And this makes Buffalo an easier place to sell. If you're a free agent and you see everything that happens in Buffalo, it's all about football. If you are all about football, then Buffalo is where you want to be. The fans make that experience. And I'm just so thrilled to hear that, we're getting closer to a feeling of normal here. The stadium's being at 100% capacity just fills me with so much joy because it's going to be great for the local economy. It's going to be great for every Bills fan to know that, hey, I can go to the game this week. Not, oh, yeah, I can go to the game, except I have to go to the stadium a week beforehand and get COVID tested, and then I have to wait for those results. And then even after that, anything could happen. I'm glad we're past that at this point. With that being said, this brings up a great opportunity for me to tell you guys about the next big thing that hashtag is doing. Now, we've obviously taken a little bit of a siesta. It's kind of it's not really, it's kind of speculation season right now. So Mario is wrapping up his school year, right? Because that's a big deal. He's wrapping up his school year. But we are excited to let you know that the Bills game, their home opener, which I believe is September 12th, if memory serves me correct. Yeah, I think that's right. September 12th. We're actually be hosting a hashtag invitational. Invitational only meaning if you're a subscriber, you're invited. We're going to host a charity golf tournament for our charity M25 Farms, which we are thrilled to work with. Rick Rarick is a wonderful person. He's a longtime member of Hashtag Nation. Happy to help his organization. So we're going to have a golf tournament. It's going to be right by the airport. If you're going to be flying in for those out-of-towners coming in for the home opener, come get tickets to that home opener on Sunday. Come play golf with us on Friday. Dinner will be included. And we're going to do a live stream afterwards, kind of like a town hall live stream. Anything you guys want, the floor will be totally open. It'll be an open discussion for everybody. So it should be an absolute riot of a time. And now hearing that the stadium is going to be at 100% capacity, now's the time to travel in, guys. Get your tickets. Let's go. Let's raise some money for M25 Farms. Let's have a good time playing some golf. That Friday, we're gonna do it Friday afternoon. Again, not too far from the stadium. If you're gonna look for a place in Orchard Park, come into town. Let's have a good time together, and then let's go watch a Bills game together. When was the last time you could say that? Hey guys, let's completely load the stadium. That Steelers game, the roof is going to blow off of that. That place doesn't have a roof. The roof will still blow off of it. They will blow the letters of Highmark Stadium off the back of the scoreboard. That's how loud it's going to be. And it's going to be wonderful. This is one of those feelings that You get a sense of relief, right? I'm so excited, but I'm just as relieved as I am excited because we're going to be able to go and we're going to be able to tailgate, which is a major part of the experience of being a Bills fan. That's why whenever we talk about the stadium being relocated, I always get a little nervous because I don't want that to go away. I want wherever we end up as a stadium, that tailgate experience is premier. It's paramount. That is the culture of Bills football. It was born through struggle and bitter cold and being really close to decent beer. That's where all that came from. And it's ours. And we don't want to ever lose that. And we have that back now. So let's party. Let's have a good time. Highmark Stadium now at 100% capacity, with exception to unvaccinated folks are allowed to attend, but will need to wear masks in an outdoor environment. Guys, Bills football is here, man. And I'm so excited. Aaron says, that's what you've been doing at OTAs, trying to get the offense and defense used to crowd noise again. Yeah, that's exactly right. I think this was kind of every NFL team was preparing for this. One of the advantages to practicing in an indoor facility is that it's easier to replicate louder noise, right? When you're at an outdoor facility, like over at St. John Fisher, replicating loud noise it's not really doable. The volume of speakers that you need, the decibels that you need, it's just not really practical. But at the indoor facility, yeah, that's very replicable. You can do that. John Vernon says Steelers will be glad the game is not in a dome. Listen, there's going to be a lot of teams that are not going to want to walk into the 716. That's it. They're not going to want to walk into the 716. This place is going to be raucous. It's going to be rowdy. It's going to be awesome. And I'm thrilled as a member of Hashtag Sports to welcome this news to you. We'll get more details on our golf tournament. So lock out that date. That's Friday, September 10th. Again, we're going to play all for charity. So every cent raised is going to go to M25 Farms. We don't do any of this for money. We do it because it's the right thing to do. So come join us. Go tailgate. Come into town for this game. Let's go. As always, Paul from Hashtag. Thanks to Mr. Rogers Homes for being our sponsor. Love Sean. Trying to get him in for the game. We'll see. Now it's 100% capacity. I might be able to get him in for the game. Let's go. Let's have a good time. Hey, hey. Go Bills.